I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at RealMoney.com. Every night we watch the same shows, Fast Money and Mad Money, and we want to use those ideas to grow our money. Well, good trading takes more than just writing down the tickers you see on TV every night and punching the buy button the next morning. I can help you know when to buy these 3 stocks I saw on TV.
Today, let's look at Netflix, Research in Motion, and Cliffs Natural Resources. Last night after the bell, Netflix announced that Starz was basically telling them to go shove their Netflix. So Netflix is, losing a big source of content. So what's this company to do? Look, I don't know. Longer term, here's the deal. The critical aspect of this chart is the 200-day moving average. That's what a lot of money managers use to basically decide, is a stock in an uptrend or a downtrend? So right now it's flirting around with it. And after the big run that it's had, if this thing starts closing below the 200-day moving average, you're probably going to see a lot more liquidation. Now, on the daily chart, this is where the stock was trading last night, not down to 200. That would be basically the prior low here. But still, it's trading down quite a bit. Now, the guys on Fast Money, they seem to think that, one guy says it's a buying opportunity. Another one says this is just kind of the last finger out of the hole in the dam, and these guys could really have a tough time staying higher. So what do? Look, if the stock gets down, this is a trading call now. If the stock gets down to this prior low here and starts to bounce at all, then go ahead and take it for a ride. But I don't think it's going to get up to 233 again. The stock is just not where you want to be right now. On the other hand, if the stock falls below this about 200 or so, because that's a natural buy point, if it falls below that level, then you want to start looking for opportunities to short the stock, because this trend is going to start asserting itself, and that is a downtrend here. Now, what about Research in Motion? Fast Money had an analyst on last night, and the guy was saying, or not an analyst, a money manager, who was saying they hold Research in Motion if for no other reason because they're a takeover candidate. Okay, for you and me, holding somebody, some company just because you think it might be a takeover candidate, not particularly bright. However, what do we do here with Research in Motion? This has had a heck of a run here in a very short period of time. Most of the market pulled back yesterday, so it shouldn't be any surprise that Research in Motion did. Here's what I think you got to do. If you're already long, take some off the table right now. Go ahead and keep some of it on. After all, this is really what the chart looks like. There's really, no sign that it's going to move lower from here other than yesterday's trading action. But you take some off the table, and if you're looking to get into the stock, wait for a test of the 50-day moving average. I don't care whether it's at this level or if the 50-day MA moves up and it just trickles sideways and tests it. That's the safer way to buy Research in Motion. Now, the last one we're going to look at is Cliffs Natural Resources. Pete Najarian says that this was his first trade today, is buy Cliffs Natural Resources. I wouldn't do that. Typically, I agree with Pete's calls, but I don't on this one although he didn't specify a time frame either. I don't on this for the simple reason that it's hitting 2 moving averages that are very relevant. 50-day moving average has been resistance. 200-day moving average has been support. That gives me a sense that we're going to have a lot of selling triggers right here. So I think you want to stay away from this right now, but do keep this in mind. Higher low, both relative to the lower Bollinger Band, this inside, this outside, and on a price point too. This is higher than that one. So we've definitely got buying coming into here, but this is really the pattern you're working with right now, and I don't think you got to be in a real rush to buy this at a high point. Wait for it to pull back. Okay, that's it for today. Look, I need you to do 2 things for me right now. First, get over to realmoney.com and subscribe. I publish articles 4 times a week. They're called FitzBits, with a bunch of charts in there and a bunch of good trading ideas. Look, all you need to do is take one of them with minimal shares, and you're going to pay for your subscription to Real Money. So stop being a couch potato and get over there and do it. Also, you can go over to stockmarketmentor.com, sign up for my chart of the day email. I send them to you every evening. Videos about 5, 6, 7 minutes in length detailing a trade that I think you can make right here, right now. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.